In today's video, a closer look at the smart fader feature found on the Pioneer DJ DDJ-FLX4. Now this video is part of a number of different videos that I'm doing covering off this particular product from Pioneer DJ. So if you are interested or you're looking to buy this, do check out my full dedicated playlist on my channel. Now, one thing to bear in mind before we jump onto the controller and I show you this particular feature is that whilst this controller works very well both with Serato and also Rekordbox, this particular feature works a lot better on Rekordbox. I think it was designed with Rekordbox in mind. So for all you Serato users out there, just please do bear that in mind. You can still use it, but you won't get the full experience of this particular feature using Serato. So without further ado, let's jump onto the controller and let's look at this feature in a bit more detail. So we are set up and ready to go on the FLX4. Now you'll notice that nothing has really been switched on yet, so we're doing this from scratch, and you can see on screen there that we're going to do a transition going from 123 BPM on the left hand deck up to 128 BPM on the right hand side. So imagine that we're starting with the left hand deck of 123 BPM. Now this is an example with dance music, but you can use this smart fader with absolutely any genre of music that you want to do. So if you want to do drum and bass, if you want to do R&B, whatever you want, you can use the smart fader and it works in exactly the same way. Just make sure that your beat grids in Rekordbox are set up accurately for this to work. So as soon as we switch on the smart fader, you'll notice two things happen. So we'll switch that on and you'll notice first and foremost, the track on the right hand side, which was originally faster, is now been transitioned down to 123 BPM. So it's been adjusted down in tempo. And also the beat sync has automatically switched on. So we'll do this example, then I'll talk you through it. So we'll hit play on the left hand deck. I'll just put a loop in just to make things easier. Still might need some adjustment. So what happened there was both the tracks started at 123 BPM. As we moved the crossfader across, at the midpoint we were 2.5 BPM faster on both the tracks. And then as we made the rest of the transition, we then adjusted across, the tracks adjusted up to 128 BPM. And then it does some EQing with regards to the low end. It automatically adjusts that. And then it does a slight echo out on the outgoing track, which is quite subtle. One thing that I have noticed, if you do any fast cuts using the smart fader, it does this weird choppy echo effect, which I really don't like. So there we have quite a cool little feature on this entry level beginner DJ controller. Now, is it a pro end feature? Absolutely not. And I know that some of you watching this will absolutely love this feature and some of you will absolutely hate it. But if you don't like it, then there is no obligation to use it. You can mix using a more traditional method on this controller. That being said, you can definitely have a lot of fun with this, especially if you are DJing out for the first time at like your mate's party and you're like playing a few different genres and you can transition between them seamlessly. It's definitely going to give you the edge and certainly impress your friends. I think so anyway. If you have made it this far into the video, please do give me a little thumbs up. It really does help to push this video out to other like-minded people that might be interested in this particular product. If you haven't seen my comparison video comparing this to the DDJ-400, then check that video up there next and I will see you next time.